Hey guys, I know it's been a little bit. If if you're watching these like in the future, then if you just watch this one after episode 3, nothing's gonna feel off to you. But we missed a few weeks because Kermsmerms. So I hope everyone had a Merry Kermsmerms and yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
and a happy new year.
We three kings of podcasting are sharing stories. We'll talk on and on. We will chat till your ear falls off, and when our guest is gone. Welcome back, everyone. We Three Kings, episode 4. I must say, the support on the first few episodes has been really nice. Even with a small community already I have, we've gotten 20 subscribers. Which
Hey,
isn't, that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 20 people. That's a room full of people. That's pretty
that's
awesome.
true.
At least that's on YouTube. If you purely watch on Spotify, you are awesome. I like Spotify people. YouTube people are cool, but
Dang.
Spotify people are neat. Yep.
I'll cut this in
So
from YouTube real quick.
I don't wanna upload separate files to
Yeah.
YouTube and Spotify. But then there's like other ones, like we're on Breaker and stuff, which I didn't even know was a
Uh,
podcasting service until we started this. Um if if you're on Breaker, why? Does anyone use Breaker?
uh,
I'm not sure if anyone uses it. What went wrong for your life if you're using Breaker?
all our Breaker fans, we lose one subscriber.
We're gonna lose some people. No, we're not. Everyone's on YouTube and Spotify. And
I
we
mean,
do have a guest for this week. We cut it pretty close, but here, let me grab him. Hello, come here. Say hi to everyone. This is Prince Alexander the Great. He's my cat. Uh, if he had a story to tell, he would tell it, but he doesn't. Isn't that right? That was such a realistic meow. I thought it was the
I
cat.
know.
Cam, you're so good
Uh,
at it.
secret acting.
Secret
Mhm.
actor. uh, okay. There you go, Alex. He's fed up with me already, and we're only a few minutes in. He's already done. Actually, now he's just rubbing his face on my globe. But I don't know why I say my globe. It's not my globe. It's not my globe. I don't know who. I think it's my dad's globe. It could be anyone's globe at this point. It's probably the cat's globe though.
Yep. The cat rules the globe.
Cat rules the world.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So,
right.
we really. How was your Christmas? How was your
Uh,
Christmas?
my Christmas was fun but uneventful, I guess. You know. But what I did after Christmas was actually I had so much fun. I I dog sat for my mom's best friend and for a couple days, and that was really fun.
All right.
Um,
Dog sitting.
yeah,
Well, I was gonna say dog sitting's
mm,
fun, but it really does depend.
on the dog. Yeah,
It
oh,
always
yeah.
depends.
These two dogs were just pretty cuddly and weren't too much to handle. So
Hey, that's good. Were they small dogs or
no, I mean they weren't big dogs. They're like just like a
medium?
normal dog you'd probably see on the street, like when someone's walking them. But yeah.
Oh, those normal dogs that are like in the alleyways that no one really kind of wanted. The ones you see on the street.
Or like yeah, in movies, how it's just like a golden retriever kind
They're
of
the
size.
they're the street dogs. They got
Yes.
shanks, so you better watch out.
And you better not cry.
Oh, it's January 13th. We don't need to Christmas anymore. Says I'm one to talk though. I wear a winter hat all year long.
That is true. It's because you're a
um
lumberjack.
so let's get into our prayer for this podcast.
Alright.
Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us some time to get together again to record this podcast. It's been a busy few weeks, to say the least. Thank you for a good Christmas. That again was a few weeks ago. Quite belated. Um and thank you for the ability to have a great cat who is currently staring at me. I cannot see him, but I can sense that he is staring at me. Please bless this podcast. Let it flow well. We might be a little bit rusty. Um, and please help people get entertained from it. Amen.
Yes. Amen.
Okay, he was staring at me, but when I look back at him, he like tumbled over his shoulder and flopped on the ground.
Yeah, that sounds like a cat.
So, like we normally do at the beginning of our episodes, I'm gonna give our guest a chance to shout themselves out. But sadly, my cat does not speak English, which is a little bit unusual. I know it's unusual around here for cats not to speak English, so I can do it
Mm.
for him. There is a Twitter account at Prince Alexander the Great. It's just that. There's no like special symbols or like spaces or anything, but that's it. If you go on Twitter at Prince Alexander the Great, he posts pictures sometimes, but he's not that good at typing, so
Mm.
give him a break on that. Also, his English is very broken. He can't speak it, but he can type it a little bit, you know? And then sometimes he just has fun and walks on the keyboard. Actually,
Oh,
if you see a walk on the keyboard message, that's probably my other cat Mindy. She got a hold of Alex's computer and walked all over
no.
his keyboard.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
he's lying very still now. I don't know what he's doing.
You were talking about him too much. He's like, oh.
He's all flattered that I shouted out his Twitter account that I'm going to make right after this podcast episode. I mean, what?
What?
I didn't say anything. Anyway, over over Christmas, I was very happy with presents. Obviously, at an older age, younger age, presents meant a lot more, but it's still very nice to do presents. And
Yes.
my favorite present that was just for me personally was my parents got me a Switch Pro controller. It's
Oh.
We know what a Pro controller is. Uh Technically it's not a Pro controller, but it's a full-size controller. Pro controller's a very specific kind, but if you say Pro controller, everyone kind of knows what you mean, right?
Yeah.
It's got Legend of Zelda stuff on it, and it's really cool. And finally, I don't have to deal with drift when I play Hollow Knight video game. That was
Very
really
progress.
that was horrible. That game you have to be so precise. Oh, I think the dog is jealous that my cat's getting a podcast episode. I can hear her barking. But that was great. Shout out to my Twitch channel,
Yes.
ashes-777.tv.
Amazing streams.
Stop on over. You can make me drink lemon juice. That
And take his
that's
glasses off.
Yeah, lemon juice is basically like the everything my chat wants. That's basically it. That's why anyone's there, and they all admit it. They all
It's
know
true.
it's true.
It's true.
And then if I'm like, playing against some other content creators. I'll get maybe 3 times the normal amount of lemon juice and stuff. That's pretty great. I don't know why I
I mean,
subject myself to this.
uh, it's not like you could just take it off. Can't do that.
No,
No.
there's no way. It's locked on there. I have to keep it on.
Yeah.
I have to keep. Okay. Something
Oh yeah.
else I got. I didn't label it as my favorite because it was for the whole family. Santa Claus game came. Little brother has been asking about it for a while now. He's wanted a
Oh no.
VR headset,
Oh,
and so we got one of those. And I was able to get out a VR video in Minecraft
check that
on
out.
YouTube. This whole podcast so far has been promotion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not
Kind
sorry.
of. Kind of. I don't
No.
know.
I mean, if you
Maybe.
should already all know this. Like, come on.
For the time being, I'm not gonna be able to make more of those though because it's not connecting to my computer anymore, which is actually weird. I need to check that out. But it's been an interesting experience so far using it. We got uh, an Oculus 2 to be specific.
Mm.
Which I don't like that I needed a Facebook account for it. I have a Facebook account, but I don't use it. I need a Facebook account for Oculus. I don't use it though, so don't try to find me on Facebook. I will ignore you. I will
Everyone,
absolutely ignore you.
go follow him. Go find it.
No, don't find it. Okay, I need to go unfollow my parents real quick so that I'm actually going to do that right now. But it's been an interesting experience on it so far because I don't really have many games yet. The only game I've bought so far on it is Job Simulator, which epic game. In the future, I'm definitely thinking of making some videos with that. But there's a free game that uh lords itself as a social media, the perfect combination of a social media and a game. It's basically Roblox for VR. But it's really not as bad. I'm kind of liking it, and I did figure out a way to get it on my computer. It was legit, I promise. But it's
Hacker
called
alert.
Rec Room, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. And a good bit of the community, surprisingly, is pretty good. I have obviously encountered a fair share of toxic people. That's gonna be anywhere, but I'm kind of surprised with
Mm.
how good a lot of people hold themselves in the game. To be fair, a lot of them are smaller children
Uh,
because this game really isn't something that older people want to play. Um, Smaller children, I mean basically high school and under. I've encountered people with deeper voices. If you're like under 13, you've got to have like a junior account or something. But yeah, you can have
mm.
like a voice chat on, which is kind of neat. The really the only toxic people I've come across are like really young kids who will just mic spam, and
Oh,
it's really bad. It actually got so bad with one that I reported him for it. It the whole entire lobby was trying to get him to stop, and he knew what he was doing. It was so
oh.
bad. It was really horrible.
It's even worse when they know their mic sucks and they know that they're just doing it. Mm.
Their mic didn't suck so much either because I mean obviously they had an Oculus microphone. Everyone's microphone's pretty much
Okay.
the same. They just kept saying you're weird man over and over into like this microphone that projected across the whole this in-game microphone that projected across the whole map. There were like 18 people in this lobby, and everyone was going after this kid because everyone hated it. It was so horrible. Just over and over. You're weird, man. You're weird, man. It was so bad.
Ugh.
And I hate to think about it.
As you talk about it.
Ugh, I know. Gotta talk about it for that content.
Content grind.
Content grind. Content grind. Yeah, we can't really say much about content grind, eh?
But,
Slacking.
yeah, it's only been like 3 weeks. All right.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry again.
Uh, yeah.
uh, that set back our schedule, but that's fine. It's too bad. Alex is just staring at the door now. You can't leave in the middle of your own guesting on a podcast. There's nothing even for him out there except the dog, and once he sees the dog, he's gonna turn right back around. He's don't like the dog.
He don't like no tokai.
No, neither of the cats like the dog because the dog loves the cats too much. If
Uh,
anyone listening has a dog and a cat, you probably know what I'm talking about. Did you
yeah.
get anything of note for Crimsmurms?
I mean, I got money, but and then something I
Yo.
bought with my money that came a little later was this really nice new desk that I really needed.
Oh,
So,
nice. Using it right now?
yeah. Oh,
Heck yeah.
I had an old table that was just really terrible. So I got this, I built it, and then I was like, oh, it's so nice.
And it actually does feel better when you put it together yourself.
Yes.
It
Oh,
like it's the same thing with making your own food. Obviously,
yeah.
it's better not to like it feels better not to use the time, but if you made the food yourself, it feels great to eat it. It just tastes
Yes.
better. Unless you're a bad cook like me, like that. That's I'm not good at mac and cheese.
What? It's like the
Not
directions are on the
microwave.
box.
I know, but I've experimented with it at trying to get the cheesiness just right. Honestly, what I think I need
Mm,
to do is add like a lot more milk than the directions say. But
mm,
the cheese, maybe I don't mix it right. I'm just not good at mac and cheese. I'm actually pretty decent at other stuff. It's just mac and cheese. The cheese consistency is always weird. There's something off about it every time.
mm.
Do you like hot dogs in your mac and cheese, like chopped up hot dogs?
Yes.
I used to do that. Actually, I haven't had mac and cheese in a long time now that I think about it.
It's because you can't cook it.
I haven't had hot dogs in it for years. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
I used to like that, but honestly now I probably wouldn't like it anymore. It's
Mm.
I mean, it's okay.
It's
I think I just don't really like anything like hot dogs or bratwurst with cheese
uh
because
yeah,
one
it's a
time I had a cheesy brat, like a cheesy hot dog, with like the
uh
cheese in it,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was
Yep.
like it wasn't a good one. It was a bad one, and I didn't even know that it was a cheesy brat, and so I ate it. This just doesn't taste good. And I look at it, and there's the cheese bits in it, and I just didn't like it, and I've never liked cheese with that stuff ever since. It's
It's a very weird combo that to get
ugh.
into as well. So
Thinking about it, like it seems like it would be good. It seems like it would be a good combination if you just think about it. But honestly, I know a lot of people like it. Why? Why?
yeah,
Who
why?
hurt you to make you like that? No.
Just no.
Just no. I
I
don't.
don't know. But
Uh,
what do you feel about peas in your mac and cheese?
excuse me, what?
You know, peas, the little green.
Peas.
Yeah,
Like the
peas.
marbles. Like
Yeah,
the squishy marbles. I've never had peas in my mac and cheese, personally.
really. You should
No,
try it one time. Try it one time. It's
uh,
not bad.
you know what? That could be good. That could be good. I'll take your word for it.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna rag on that. I
All
don't.
right.
I don't. I'm not mean to things until I try it. So I tried
Hmm.
Fortnite once. Yeah, no, it sucks. I don't care
uh,
what you say. It sucks.
I mean, there's some parts of it do suck. Like some little children that go.
Are you defending Fortnite on my podcast? This
No,
is no
just
longer
a
our
little bit.
podcast. This is my podcast. Wow. That really just
Wow.
happened. Wow. Wow. I'm looking at my J Schlatt perler bead right now. He is also disappointed.
Yeah. Is that all?
Yes. No, no Fortnite. No Fortnite in this Christian Minecraft server.
Fine, let me just get on Apex.
Alright, I really can't say much on that because I haven't played it and
Mm,
I haven't seen like anything on it. But
yeah, I mean, well,
alright,
I
you
don't
do
think it's a
you. You do
bad game.
you.
I
You do
will.
you. Oh, another thing I got for Christmas. I'm really bad at figuring out what to ask people for because I don't need presents, but my grandma still likes to ask what I want.
Yeah.
And like she doesn't want to just give me money. She wants to get me something. So every year she kind of puts together a little thing for me. She got me a new buffalo plaid hat with like the actual
Ooh.
larger ears that strap under your chin. I did wear that a few times when it was literally like negative 25 degrees outside and we went to school.
So just a normal Tuesday for us.
Yeah, Minnesota's insane. And now it's back above freezing. The
It's
snow's melting in the middle of January.
such a
Minnesota is
weird.
weird. If you've ever thought of moving
Uh,
here, actually, yeah, come on up.
yeah, come
Probably
on.
better than like Florida or whatever. We don't have the thing I like is the wacky weather keeps away the weird bugs. There are
True.
hundreds times more bugs in the south because they don't have the wacky weather.
Except I feel like the biggest bug we have is just box elder bugs in the summer, but that's
Yeah,
it.
well, by biggest you mean most
Like
problematic. The
max.
ones we don't,
Yes.
the ones we hate the most. They're just
Yes.
annoying. There's so many of them, and they
Yeah.
creep me out. Not a lot of bugs creep me out, but I just don't like them. I don't know, man. They're weird. I don't like them. Well, June bugs aren't great either, but there's not so many of them. June bugs are kind of oh, I don't like June. And when you gotta squish them, and then when you
Yeah.
squish them, they're so chock full of guts. They just like pop. It's oh,
Yeah.
I could not
Yeah.
handle I could not handle the South. Why?
Ugh.
Why do you guys put up with that? I'm honestly
No.
I'm used to the drastic temperature because I've got Minnesotan blood running through my veins and Germanic blood. So like they were used to it too.
Yeah. No. I mean, they could be asking us the same questions, like, "Why do you live in the cold?" It's like
Because it matches my heart.
it
Oh,
ma- it matches my soul. Oh wait.
you're ginger. You're literally a ginger. What are you
Yep.
talking about? But anyway, my grandmother likes to put together a little gift package from each year. And along with like I got the hat this year. She didn't really know what else to get me. She got me a good bit of like Hallow- Halloween. Why do I have Halloween? Christmas snacks like candy canes and stuff. But then like it
Mm,
felt kind of random in with the other stuff. Like there was candy cane Tic Tacs. Like they were just peppermint instead of normal minty flavor.
mm,
There was other stuff in there like the Andes chocolate. It was like raspberry and chocolate Andes. Those were
Mhm.
good. I ate those way too fast. But then in there was a bag of Takis. Not like a family size bag, just like a small snack bag that you would bring with lunch. Like of
Mm.
Takis. Never had them before. So I'm like, you know what? All right. I know some people who like them, and it was the chili lime Takis.
Hmm.
I opened up the bag later. We were at my grandmother's house because Christmas there is awesome. Grew up having Christmas there, and it's great to go there for Christmas. Later, other people were talking, and I was just kind of on my own. I'm like, I'll open these up, try them. They're so red.
Yep.
I swear. They're like redder than they look on the package. And on the
Oh yeah.
package, they look demonic. It's horrible. How? What makes them that red?
The chili powder,
It's
spices.
50% like curled chip, 50% powder.
Yeah.
And then half of that powder goes on my fingers when I
Yeah.
like poke at it.
It's just
And
like
the
KFC.
powder is greasy.
Yeah.
How?
It's
How
like
is powder
KFC.
greasy?
It's like KFC and Cheetos had a baby because it's
Oh,
greasy and it's finger licking good.
oh god. The only issue is it's not finger licking good. It's just finger licking, but then you lick your finger and you're like, oh crap, why did I do that?
Because
I'll
now
do
you
that
just
with
get
other
all the
foods. Let's not
spices.
do that with the. Oh, jeez. So I pick one up and already I have it between my fingers. I am regretting this decision. This Taki in my hand is like it's it's just sending out auras at me. Eat it. Eat me. Just like, God, I don't want to eat this thing. By then my little brother's like, oh, you open your Takis. You better eat one. Fine. I'll eat a Taki. And I put it in my mouth and I ate it. Like I put the whole thing in my mouth. Mistake. The lime and the chili balance was so
Ooh,
off. Like it was so weird. If you didn't think, if you forgot that there was lime on it, then it would just be like chili with some weird tang that made it taste like it wasn't made correctly. They probably tried to just do chili, but then messed up in the ingredients and were like, I mean, it tastes kind of acidic, so we'll add lime, I guess.
which is
There's
more acidity.
there's no actual no, they didn't even add lime, they just used the wrong recipe. They put acid in this thing. And then after one Taki, my fingers looked like they got sunburns from being out in Mexico all day without sunscreen. Just like pointing my fingers straight up in an oak in a finger gun straight at the sun. Finger gun in the sun for like 8 hours straight. Fingers were red. One Taki. I just pinched it between my fingers.
Yeah.
I must say though, over the course of up to now, like a week ago, I finished that bag and I am proud of myself and I'm never eating Takis again. Over the span of that few weeks, if I was just like watching a YouTube video, I'd be like, you know what? Fine. Take out the bag, eat like probably three of them, which is probably too much for any that more than any human's body should be subjected to in the course of a lifetime. Three. And then I put the bag down again because I'm like, these things are trash. I gave him a chance, man. I eventually ate that whole bag, but I'm never eating Takis again. If you give me Takis, I will throw them into a garbage can. I don't care if you spent money on them. You wasted your
Damn.
money. They're not good.
Dang.
If you are a Taki supporter, I'm sorry. I am truthfully sorry for you. I feel bad.
Nah, they're
Si-
not. They're not that bad.
I'm making them sound really horrible. They're not quite as bad as I'm making them sound, but they're not good. I don't know why anyone like. It's like the same thing with Pop Tarts with me. I'm gonna be honest. No, no Pop Tarts.
Really,
I do not like Pop Tarts. They're
not even
freaky. They're
toasted.
dry. No, I had one toasted and it was dry, and it had the filling and stuff, but it still tasted dry.
Huh. I
It's
mean, if
mm,
oh,
I don't.
I mean, if I eat too many Pop Tarts, then it starts feeling dry. But then you have like milk or something.
I just I don't know, man. I dislike these things that are unhealthy for you, and I see that as a giant win in my book. But then the also the thing with me disliking just inherently disliking the taste of unhealthy things, which tend to sometimes be cheaper, also causes the problem the opposite way around. I do enjoy the taste of healthy things, like sushi is my favorite food. It's healthy. Kombucha, my favorite drink. It's healthy for you. It's got probiotics and stuff. The issue is that those get pricey. So
Yes.
that's the dilemma. I would rather eat rabbit food for a week than eat another bag of Takis. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want Takis ever again.
Got it. I'll bring you Takis next Wednesday.
If you bring me Takis, I would like
I'll
you
just
to
eat them.
also bring your phone so that you can record me burning the Takis with a lighter. I will burn every single one of them individually if I do not have to eat them. I will bring tweezers so that I do not have to touch them. I will pick them up with the tweezers, hold the lighter under them, and, I'll bring like a cigar lighter with 3 flames instead of a normal wimpy lighter that has one, and I will burn that Taki into dust. Ashes will make ashes out of the Takis. No
Oh.
Takis. Shut up, Cat. I know you like Takis.
He's got a Taki sporter in his own house. Damn.
This cat will like anything you give him.
Mm.
If I have earbuds in my phone, I'm like, I don't know, like watching the regular show on my phone because I'm being lazy that day or something. He will stalk me. He will hunt me down and he will attack my earbuds because he likes the wire.
Yeah.
They like everything, but for
That's
all
why.
the wrong reasons.
Yes, that's why I try to go Bluetooth with a lot of things I get, because then they can't just eat it unless they want to eat just air.
Thing is though, that costs more money.
True. That
So,
yeah.
and I
I would,
mean, I've got Apple earbuds. A lot of earbuds don't fit me, but Apple ones actually do fit pretty nice. That's like the one thing I can give them credit for.
okay.
So I mean, I'm fine with them. They work out well. They work out fine for me for what I use them for. I really just need them for school. Not that we use earbuds much in school. I just use them all day to listen to music.
Same.
I figured out a way to get Spotify onto the school supplied Chromebooks we use.
Oh wait, yours is blocked.
Yeah, like everything's blocked.
Oh.
I also figured I generally do not play games on it either. Like that's a notorious thing that people do, but
Who would
the
ever
one
do
thing the
that?
one thing I play on it is Minesweeper because
That's a fun
I
game.
love Minesweeper. Minesweeper's great and it is blocked. Um I just
Mm.
kind of figured my way around that one too. And I got the actual Spotify application on my Chromebook.
Oh,
It's still there. I'm not supposed to have it on there. I'm not supposed to be able to get it on there. What do you want, cat? He wants his he wants his segment.
all right. Let me know if he wants it.
Alright, cat, talk in the microphone if you want to talk. Come on, don't be microphone shy now. You were yelling to get onto it. Come
No,
on now.
no,
You'd be
still
able
shy.
to you'd be able to hear him purring if I didn't have compressors on.
Mm,
I have compressor filters on my microphone. Come on, Alex. Come on. No?
no.
Okay, he's just sitting like a person in my lap now. My animals are weird. My dog sits like a human. Like literally all the time. Half the time she sits down, she'll just have her legs stuck out and her hind legs stuck out in front of her. It looks so funny. She sits on her butt, not her legs. It looks really funny. And she acts like a cat too. Alex doesn't go after laser pointers. He just like glances at the laser and then looks away like, "What are you doing?" But my dog, if you say dot around her, actually, even if you say Todd, if you say Todd, she knows. That's dot backwards, by the way. You say anything of the sort like that, she looks at you and then snaps her head to the ground, looking all over by your feet. I don't know how that dog doesn't give herself whiplash doing that. but but you say dot, she's looking everywhere. She looks up at you, barks, "Come on. Where's Dot?" You said there's Dot. There better be Dot. Looks around for Dot, and if it's so funny, she hasn't had her nails trimmed in a while because we haven't gone to the doggy salon. If you do the dot, the laser pointer on the hardwood floor, it's so great. It's she just scrambles after it, and because her nails are long, it goes across the floor. It sounds so funny. And then it's Scooby Doo, the old Scooby Doo cartoons. Shaggy and Scooby, if they're running away from something really fast, their
Oh
legs
yeah.
like their leg right away. They turn around and their legs spin, but they stay in one place for a second. But their legs are spinning super fast, and then they zoom off. My dog does the same thing, going after that dot on hardwood floor. And if you put it on her paws, it's even funnier. She'll nip at her paws, and really, it's just great. And uh, if someone's like sitting on the couch, I'll aim the dot at their on their foot, and then she'll just tackle their foot. And for a second, they'll be all confused, but then they'll know it's up because whenever the dot's around, I do it like all the time. It's pretty great. And if she even sees the laser pointer, she knows where the dot comes from too. She's a smart dog. If the dot disappears, she looks and you have the pointer in your hand, she'll look up at your hand and stare at the pointer and bark at it. she
Damn.
she knows that it comes from the laser pointer.
Smart, but yet not that
I
smart.
know. It's so funny. Loves that dot. Okay, Alex is couched out now. He lies down in the weirdest spots. He's just lying in the middle of the room now, just on the floor. He flops down really funny. But he will prefer a hardwood floor over any cat bed or anything. Like he'll just flop down on a hardwood floor. Loves it. Like in the middle of the hallway. Flop right there. He's on the floor. Better watch out. Better not step on him. Because he's silent. Sometimes he walks up right behind you, doesn't make any noise, and then you like shuffle your foot back, and then he yells at you. What the heck? I warned you I was here. Who do you think you are? I'm Prince Alexander the Great, yo. What do you do? That, listeners, that is his full legal name too. We call him Alex. But on the adoption papers, his full name is Prince Alexander the Great. I don't know who named him, but it's awesome. And it fits him too. Because if he sits straight up, he like puffs out his chest and makes himself look regal. Unless he's sitting halfway behind a corner, in which case you will see one of his eyeballs because you can only see half of his face, but his eye is open as like farther than you could imagine any cat could probably open their eye, and he's just looking at you. And you can do nothing about it. He's just watching you from the corner of the doorway. Just looking
Not
at
creepy.
you. He's not doing anything.
Not creepy at all.
He's watching you. He's a creepy cat sometimes. But then other times he'll rub up against everything. If he's not being super skittish. If he's not being skittish, he will rub against your leg, he will rub against the table, he will rub against your globe. He likes my globe. It's actually a really cool globe. It's got different rock to show different countries. Like it's got granite for...
Did you say the rock? We stay hungry, we devour.
No,
Put in the hour.
No. They will slap us with copyright strike every chance they get. And you know it. Like, I think Russia is,
USSR?
jade. It's jade. It's some green rock. Canada's, it looks like quartz, like a really fine... It's not opaque at all, though. It's a really white quartz. I don't know what the U.S. is. It might actually be sandstone. It's some brown color. I think Mexico's jade. Santo Domingo is like that, the blue, the like aquamarine colored stone. Australia is some really weird looking one though. Like it looks like oil slick.
What about New Zealand?
It just looks like another oil slick spot on the world, on the ocean. New Zealand's the same stone that the United States is.
So they did include New Zealand, because I know a lot of maps actually forget include New Zealand.
Hawaii's there. Yeah, no, it's pretty detailed for using stones for everything. Israel's there, which is really hard to do.
Bro.
He tiny, little tiny Israel. Whoa.
What happened?
What was that?
What was that?
No.
What?
These alien noises are coming from you. Do you not hear them?
No, I don't. Wait, what are you hearing?
This. I don't like this. Help.
Help.
No.
No one will help you.
Stop. Alright, so partially to make up for missing quite a few weeks of uploading, and also because I think it would be fun, we're thinking of adding a new segment to the podcast. what we're going to do is in the Discord, you heard me, you gotta join the Discord to be a part of this. We're going to make a new channel. It will have already been made and up for submissions by the time you're hearing this. We're making a new channel in which you can post questions. Really, any question. But here's the thing. Here's what I want from you. I want questions in the style of what's known as the internet's hardest questions. For example, is a hot dog a sandwich? Is cereal soup? Who would win? A billion lions or every single Pokemon?
Fun little questions, or if you have any jokes, put those in there too.
And then we talk about them and probably debate about them. Well, yeah, we'll read off jokes. If we don't know what else to do, we'll read off jokes.
Let's
But
see. First joke, Garrett. Oh, oops.
what a joke. First joke. The idea we could make a successful podcast. I mean, what?
What?
What? So, Cam, who do you think would win? One of every single Pokemon or a billion lions?
Pokemon, easily.
Now, see, I think the opinion of the internet in general, like the mass majority of people, when faced with this question, say lions because
And
of the
it's so
sheer
weird.
quantity of them. And, like, yeah, a lot of Pokemon would be picked off, like, instantly.
Easily, yes.
Instantly.
But like,
But there's a lot of room for imagination here because it's not like a billion lions and one of every single Pokemon in a stadium. Like,
true.
if there's a billion lions, they
Be
would
all of them.
be everywhere. But that also implies that the Pokemon could be everywhere too. So even though there's so many lions, there is enough space in between them that a lot of Pokemon, I'm guessing the ground ones, any Pokemon on the ground, unless they're like a legendary or something, would get picked off pretty quick. Probably not before taking out a few lions. But like
But like,
Lugia.
flying types also.
Obviously they can't stay in the air forever, but I mean Lugia
What about
could
water
just
types?
them too. Water types, they're like in the ocean, even in a lake. I'm pretty sure lions can swim all right. Larger cats
Yeah,
can, but I mean, a
that
water
far
type
into
would
the ocean?
have the advantage. It could
Mm.
pull the lion down and freaking drown it. Also, like
Darkrai could literally put them all to sleep and then
yeah,
just dream eat them, and
a ghost type. A lion's
Yeah.
attack would go right through it
yeah,
in most circumstances. Like if the ghost is trying to be transparent, the lion will go right through it. And like I was saying, the first thing that comes to mind for me, I don't know why, but Lugia. It'll perch somewhere high if it needs to take a breather, but when it's not, it'll just be blasting a ton of lions at once into high heaven. They'll just be gone.
if you get Kyogre and then
I
just
know.
raise the ocean, they drown.
That would kill like a lot of things. We
True.
would be in danger, but I mean the Pokemon would still win there.
If there's a billion lions, I think we might already be gone.
That's a lot of lions.
Yeah.
Yes, that's an understatement, but yeah. So there we go. If you disagree with us on that, go
You're
ahead and
wrong.
post what you think in the. First off, probably yeah. But if you disagree with it, give us your opinion in the comments. If you're on YouTube, at least Spotifyers, I'm sorry you can't do comments. But also, if you're in the Discord, be happy to talk about it. I am willing to have my opinion swayed, but I do not know how easily it will be swayed.
Especially with this question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that all the Pokemon would beat a billion lions.
Yes.
Like, I can see people who argue a billion lions, kind of their position. it's not that far out there, but also it's kind of far out there. It's like
Yeah.
every Pokemon, there's what? Between
What?
700 and 900 Pokemon. Last I knew there were 700, but I think that's before like the Hawaii thing, Sun and Moon. I think the
The
generation
Hawaii.
before Sun and Moon, they had 700 Pokemon. And there's been like two generations since, I think, maybe three. There's
Yes.
there's probably like
There
almost 1,000
there's
Pokemon at this point.
there's 898 Pokemon.
Okay, still that's like a lot of Pokemon. And they've got how many legendaries? They actually have
Oh,
so many. If you think about it, there's a lot of them.
and pseudo legendaries, and then just overpowered Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I mean, Mew, as far as I know, no, Mew doesn't need sustenance. It could just
correct.
float around in space and then like look down and be like, "Oh, cool, there's some lions," and wink at them and they would fall dead.
True. Same with like Deoxys. It's literally a space
I know.
thing,
Or like
and just
Arceus,
it's
God.
literally the yep.
Just do some Thanos snap or something. I don't know. Lions aren't gonna get an Infinity Gauntlet. Also, Pokemon are capable of thinking a little bit higher and having like some sort of
True.
strategy, and they can communicate with each other. Obviously, lions can communicate with each other too, but they're
Not on the
not.
deeper level.
They're not that intelligent in the sense of intelligence goes. As far as intelligence goes, like they're not more intelligent than monkeys. Obviously, Pokemon are more intelligent than monkeys.
Correct.
So, I mean, you know, I feel like it would be all the Pokemon.
Yeah. But here's another question to it. Would the lion Pokemon help out the lions, or like
No.
is there
A
any? Oh, there's
billion
no
normal
betrayal.
lions versus every single Pokemon.
Okay. So no loopholes, nothing. Okay.
Well, not in that sense. I mean, you're you're pitting them against each other. They really don't have a reason to fight, but they're fighting.
I mean
Like you could also pit a lion against a lion.
that is
You could
true.
pit two lions against three lions. One of the lions in the three probably isn't going to help out one of the lions in the two just because they are also lions.
Okay. It's a fair
Make
point.
Yeah, I don't think like lion sun pseudo god thing is gonna help out the normie lions, whatever his name is.
True.
I almost said soleado, but that's literally just Spanish for sun.
So Galio,
So Galio, that I think that sounds right.
a little
His
Pokemon
name
nerd
is
over here.
almost literally just Spanish for sun.
I mean, his game is literally called Sun.
He literally is just like a sun lion. Nice
Yeah.
creativity guy.
And then Lunala, is that Spanish for moon?
Luna? I know Luna means moon, lunar, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
Spanish. I mean,
because
sure. Let
Lunala.
me let me search it up real quick. Spanish. Wow, I just typed in Spanish. Why did I do that? Okay, there. English moon to Spanish. Yeah, it's just Luna. Literally.
Luna. Oh, yeah.
Moon in
Yeah.
Spanish is Luna. Dang.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, the more you know.
I mean, why Spanish though? It's like a
Mm.
Hawaiian type, maybe Caribbean island. It's more Hawaiian type. Or a
Yeah.
Hawaiian type of island chain, honestly. But like, it would be cooler to base Pokemon's name off of Italian words. People think making some name for something off of an Italian word is really neat.
For the most part of what they do with Pokemon names is like what they're based on and things they're like related to, and then they'll go off of that.
Yeah. Where did
Yeah.
Squirtle, Squirt. Wow. Charmander, Char. Wow.
Mhm.
Bulbasaur, Bulb. Wow. Pikachu.
Holy sh!
Did you just break your microphone?
No. Ow!
Sounded like it broke.
Is it broken? Oh
What the heck
no.
was that? That was. I am really glad I put a compression filter on the desktop audio before we started.
Oh, smart.
Because otherwise that would have been loud as all heck. I
Rip
don't
the
even know
headphone
what that
user.
didn't even sound like something that a normal human can make with their voice.
Well, I just did. Let's go.
Yo,
All right.
it's pretty epic. It's like
All
a
right. I'm not a normal.
sonic wave. Oh my gosh, you're a Pokemon. What?
I don't know.
Well, there we go. That's probably about it. Again, Alex just yelled at me. He wants me to remind you guys to go check out his Twitter at Prince
Mm.
Alexander the Great. And again, sorry for not posting for a few weeks. We'll get back on this, and we'll get an actual guest next time. I gotta whisper for a sec because I don't want Alex to get. He's literally knocking down my Ashes Dashes poster right now. I'm not even lying.
He's like another guest. Oh wow.
No, he's messing with the curtains, but in doing so, he's knocking down my poster. And it's like the exact time. He did! He knocked it. No, you can't go in there! He knocked it down onto the desk and started to climb on it. I couldn't even make this up. So go check out at Alexander the Great, Prince Alexander the Great on Twitter. If I remember to make the account, I mean what? And it's definitely him running it. And then also, if you haven't yet and you want to join the Discord, we've got that channel now. You can submit some tough questions for us to answer, and our guest will answer them with us. So,
or just questions you want to get to know us better with.
That'd work too. Except, like, what is your exact address? That
Yes.
I would probably not include that, for reasons that probably aren't explicitly obvious. What is he doing? Okay, we're gonna wrap up now because my cat is like breaking stuff. He's not happy anymore. So, there we go. Thank you guys so much for listening. It means a lot. And, yeah. We'll see you next week. There we go.
Peace out.